Done.
We're up, Soup. We're there.
Hello, Scott. Welcome to the
on,
Suki and Scott Show, everybody. Joining in.
I just want to make sure we're on and everything's running good.
I've just heard so much good feedback about how we're doing fantastic. Not fantastic, gangbusters on USA Today.
Oh, yeah, forget it.
Being part of their whole distribution link. How much was it? 17 million views? Right? Oh, there we are. Being part of their whole distribution. I guess we're up on Facebook. How much was it? 17 million views? Right? Oh, there we are. Being part of
there we go.
Okay, we're going to cut this all out.
What's going on,
This
everybody?
is all the behind-the-scenes stuff that happens on
show.
Facebook anyway.
Anyway, yes, Suki, you are 1,000% correct.
Is it 17 million?
17 million streaming views on the USA Today network alone. I don't even know what we do on all the other stuff. But it's 17 million views over the first 3 months that we've been on.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of views, Suki.
And basically what we want to say is you guys have been a part of it from the very beginning. And, you know, we set forth to do something.
I love when you say set forth.
I think we did.
That's almost like legal.
Like we had a plan?
Yeah,
like we had a plan?
In a contract, set forth.
We didn't have a contract or a plan, but we set forth with this idea that we were going to have conversations with people that we're interested in that are doing fantastic things.
450 shows later.
450 shows later. Actors, actresses, entertainers, all walks of life, really.
Dancers, singers, magicians,
models,
comics,
stream,
some of the biggest actors and actresses in the world. I mean, it's been insane, Sue.
Yep. And the list just goes on. And today, Sopranos fans, do we have?
We got you know what? We have a gorgeous
great show
today. I mean, we have two insanely good-looking people on the program today. Aside from us, we have Vincent Pastore, who played, of course, Big Puss on The Sopranos. And I mean, he's been in so many TV shows and movies. But, and you know what? We won't even tell you yet. We'll tell you once we start the show for real. We'll tell you what he's involved with Talking Sopranos. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous man. And Sapphire Howell, who is a former Playboy playmate, Suki, now has her own podcast called HEARTBREAKers. And it's all about relationships. Sex, relationships, dating,
what we're really not doing to make sure that our relationships are thriving. If you've been in that situation, well, we've got some answers for you. And Sapphire has this, basically advice that's gangbusters.
Yes.
Apparently she saved many a relationship or enlightened many people.
And again, she's had her own experiences because she's a beautiful girl. She's a model. She's been in movies. She also has she's a multi-millionaire from her OnlyFans site. You and I need to do OnlyFans.
I need to ask her.
I'm gonna start taking pictures of your feet and just putting them up online. We'll just do an OnlyFans. There's people. So we can get 1,000 people to pay $1 a month to look at your feet.
You know what? Basically, what Scott's alluding to is there was this guy when we were on local news together who was called the Shoe Dangler.
The Shoe Dangler.
And he would literally want me to dangle my shoes. It was a very bizarre thing.
And I was jealous because he never wanted me to dangle my shoes.
That was always back in the day. That was in the early 2000s. Now we're in a totally different stratosphere where you could actually get paid to dangle your shoes.
Souk, apparently I am producing the show today because our executive producer, Jeff, is...
Did he take like one of those things to knock out?
Souk, he texted me at 1:30 in the morning when I wake up. He told me, he goes, don't lay down like Warren in Idaho and on the mat in Idaho. Remember that? And I haven't heard from him since. So if he joins us, he's probably out cold from some medicine he took or whatever. If he joins us in the middle of the show,
I hope he's okay.
We're just going to lambaste the hell out.
But he will join because
he's going to wake up and be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm missing the show." So anyway, I'm going to work the controls from here. Let me just say hello. We got Anita Anderson, Ann Rothney, Pam Apolloni, Donna Fraschetto.
Donna Fraschetto.
So the women who are with us today have stuck with us for the last 3.5 years.
They're like our best friends in our heads.
Jeannie Clay, Cherry Hetrick, Ann Rothney.
Donna Fraschetto. She's been there from the very beginning.
Everybody, you guys are the best, and we love you. And we have a great show. We got one show now. We're going to do another show in a little bit. Souk, Teo Penglis from Days of Our Lives
is
on the next show, and he's joined by Robia Scott, who was one of Prince's
Proteges.
It's like diamonds.
She was a
and
protege.
Pearl. She was Pearl.
She was Pearl, and
in the Diamonds and Pearls, and she actually lived with him for like a year. They were best friends
for a very long time. She calls herself
Yeah.
Prince Protege. She's never spoken before about her relationship with Prince
So
or anything that's been going on, but now she's speaking.
They're re-releasing Diamonds and Pearls, the video, this month.
How many years has it been?
It's been 30
years
since the release. Yeah.
30 years, everybody.
So we got some good shows. So anyway, I'm gonna work everything from right here, as I do. And we're going to start the show, and we got Vince Pastore on the other side. We got a couple things to talk about, and
let's do it.
We go.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical. It's magical.
Suki and Scott, that's 7 of hearts. Exactly.
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
I answered you because I have respect for you guys, and it was a question respectfully put.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor,
You like De Niro and Cape Fear. Counselor.
entertainment,
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
and optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Ultraviolet light, it gets in there and it just fights the kung flu, is that right? Okay.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
That's the best intro for a show I maybe have ever seen. Your intro is fantastic.
Yes, Eric Roberts. And you know what? You're fantastic, my friend. I love that guy.
It was a great interview. And we're going to have another great show today, just to add on to the list of celebrities that have been on the Suki and Scott Show. Welcome, everybody.
What's going on, everybody? Suki and Scott back at it. We got an amazing show for you today. Suk, listen, first of all, do you remember when we first started in this particular studio, we would get water in our cups. They would give us
like everything. There's cutbacks,
right? We would have catering. We'd have food outside. There would be munchies. There would be like air conditioning on. Now we don't even have anybody here anymore. There's no water. There's no food. There's no motor cars.
Well, you're on the controls today,
and I got to control the show. I don't even know where our executive producer is. Can you imagine a TV show? You don't know where your EP is? Anyway, we got a great show coming up today. Ladies and gentlemen, you know we've had many folks from The Sopranos on the show, and they have been doing, Steve Sciarippa and Mike Imperioli have been doing a podcast they started called Talking Sopranos.
And it's a huge hit.
Yeah, it started out as a podcast, a video podcast on YouTube. HBO Max, now called Max, picked up the podcast. And now these guys are going to a couple of different
Live
towns,
shows.
including some in New York and throughout the country. They're doing live stage shows of Talking Sopranos, and they're bringing, the cast of The Sopranos. They're all really good friends, right?
Always.
It was such a good show. As we were talking about, I think the last time we were out, it was voted the second best show ever by the Hollywood Reporter writers, right?
It was voted the second best show
behind
Mad Men, which we don't understand.
I don't know how that happened, but anyway.
And what was my whole theory about that?
What?
They were stolen, because I said basically that The Sopranos set the stage for shows like Mad Men and other shows that are on streaming services now, because back then it was unprecedented, a show like HBO to be on there. So Sopranos fans, I've got your back. It's still the number one show.
So just raise this up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm worried that we won't hear you clear enough.
So I thought that was a big, whatever.
Yeah. So Vincent Pastore is going to be part of this stage show now with Sciarippa and Michael Imperioli and some of the other folks who join in. So Vince is with us today. Of course, he played Big Puss on the show. Got whacked in season 2, unfortunately. Loose lips sink ships, if you know what I'm talking about. And
but a character. That is loved and beloved.
Just the best. Just one of the best guys. And last time he was on with us, Suk, he sang.
I know.
So we're gonna see maybe you'll sing for
a little bit, maybe.
And we also have a little bit of a. You were on the Sopranos. Suki was on the Sopranos. She was on the TV screen, and when she was at Pix 11. I also have
really
a little Sopranos trivia for you and Vince.
Very good. Very good.
See how you guys do.
So should we do a little setup for Vince?
Well, no.
What
I wanted to talk to you first before we bring Vince on.
Okay.
Was Billboard magazine came out with their top 500. Not Billboard Billboard magazine. Billboard magazine came out with their top 500 pop songs of all time.
All right.
All the writers at Billboard magazine.
All time.
The top 500 of all time. I'm not going to run through all 500. I just grabbed a couple.
It's got to be a Beatles song.
So coming in at number 100.
Okay.
Suk would be Del Shannon's "My Little Runaway."
Okay, very good.
Run,
That's 100.
run. That's number 100. Number 90. Coming out of my cage and now I'm doing just fine.
Yeah.
That's Mr. Brightside,
Okay.
Killers.
Okay.
And now I'm going to go 5 down to number 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Shoot.
So number 5 is Kelly Clarkson. Since you've been gone.
No, don't agree with that.
I can't breathe for the first
I like Kelly,
time.
but I don't believe that's the number 5 song of all time.
Number 4. This is pop songs. Pop songs. Keep in mind. Number 4. I want it that way.
Okay.
Tell me why.
All right.
Number 3.
Backstreet Boys, that
The
was.
Temptations.
Okay,
My
now
girl,
you're talking.
My
That
girl.
makes sense to me, the Temptations.
Talking about my girl. Number
How about
2.
Michael Jackson? How about
Number
Jackson
2, Suki.
5?
Not in the top 5. Number 2, Suki.
Okay.
See that girl, watch
Okay,
that
ABBA,
beat,
Dancing Queen.
Singing the Dancing Queen.
Okay. All right. Okay. I can see
Suki,
that.
I'm going to give you 3 guesses as to what the number
can't.
one, the number 1 song of all time.
Hit Me
pop
Baby One
song.
More Time?
No. Next. Britney Spears. No.
Well,
Next.
I mean, if you've got Backstreet Boys in number
The
5
number
and
1
Kelly Clarkson,
pop song, according to Billboard magazine, Suki, is
Thriller.
Thriller. No. One more. I just told
Thriller?
you. No Michael Jackson. Top 5.
No Michael Jackson in the top 5.
One more guess.
I'm going to say the Supremes, Diana Ross.
I'm going to tell you that it was Whitney Houston. You tell me what song it is.
Oh, Whitney Houston, Greatest Love of All.
No. Another guess.
And I Will Always Love You.
No. One more guess.
Whitney Houston. I Want to Dance with Somebody.
Oh, I want to dance with somebody.
Okay. All right, Whitney Houston. Yes, I agree with. I
So
feel like
that's it.
these lists are so off,
Well,
from the
that's
Hollywood
why-
Reporter to the billboards of what's the
That's-
greatest of all time.
That's why they make lists, Suki, so you and I could debate them and say that we don't agree. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Vincent Pastore is coming up, Talking Sopranos. The podcast is now a live version. It's going to be a stage version. Vince's going to be part of it. And here's a little teaser on Talking Sopranos, and then we'll bring Vincent on the other side. Watch.
Hello, my friends. We are so happy to announce the streaming home of the enhanced version of Talking Sopranos is now on Max.
I've done a lot of TV. I've done a lot of movies. Sopranos was very special.
You've got to watch the show more than one time. There's so many little things, so many subtle jokes.
I had a semester and a half of college, so I understand Freud.
I get this call for an audition called Sopranos. I thought it was about singers.
When I first read it, I didn't know what it was. I wasn't interested. Is this a comedy, a mafia comedy?
A spoof. I thought it was a spoof, yeah.
I thought it was a spoof.
I threw the monkey wrench at David when I said, I've played Carmela. I want to play Dr. Melfi.
You have strong feelings about this.
It was like a magnetic feel that I'd never felt before as an actress of just like we're doing something really cool.
I did get the sense we were doing something really fantastic.
You know, Quasimodo predicted all this.
We were kind of blessed.
Oh, God.
Once in a lifetime.
100%.
The streaming home of the enhanced version of Talking Sopranos is now on Max.
Yeah, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Once in a lifetime. What's going on, Vincenz?
He's got to unmute us, and then we'll do it all over again.
Is he muted?
Yeah.
I'm right here.
There he is. Hey, Vincent, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Okay. Good morning. So who's Suki and who's Scott?
I'm Suki, she's Scott.
I have never had an introduction before where somebody called me a gorgeous man.
Listen,
you are, though.
You're a handsome fella. You know that.
You got a beautiful face.
Hold on. There you go. Now, how about that?
Yeah, that was 20 years ago. No, actually, that was the family, Luc Besson. We did that about 8 years ago. Yeah.
8 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, in
You
Paris.
you still look the same, Vince. How's it going, buddy?
Well, I got a band. So does Michael. Michael has a band as well. And my band played last night. And I got to go to see my chiropractor this afternoon because I'm 77 and I can't twist and shout like I used to.
Wow.
What's your band? What type of music does your band play?
What's the name of the band?
Oh, classic rock. You guys would love it. We call it the Gangster Squad.
I love it.
We're gonna, yeah, I'm up at the Sea Grape in Fairfield Wednesday the 14th. And then I'm with the Sopranos November 18th at New Haven. We've been doing that show for a while, Suki Scott. We went to Europe. We didn't go to Europe. We went to Australia, Canada. We've been doing the show before COVID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, you got.
What happened is during COVID, Michael and Steven came up with the Talking Sopranos show. And that really took off. Like I'm like, the third banana, like Joey Bishop with the Rat Pack, I'm like comic relief. It's really Steven and Michael that have such a big fan base. But we just did Peekskill. We had like 1,300 people in Peekskill.
Amazing.
Now you're singing or you're
No, it's not. I sing with my band. I think I'm confusing you. My band is not the show in New Haven. In New Haven, it's Steven Sciarippa, Michael Corioli, and Vinny Pastore and Joey Coley. It's called Conversations with the Sopranos. It's comedy and Q&A like what you're doing right now.
You know what I find interesting is that the Sopranos has found a brand new audience. It's like brand new all over again. My kid is 14 years old, 13 years old, and now he is addicted. Him and his friends are addicted to The Sopranos. They're on season 3 and they're working their way through it. And I just think that it has so many legs for different generations.
Oh yeah, no, that thing will never get out of. They'll never go out of style.
And
Sopranos.
Can I get your input on what the Hollywood Reporter said by saying that The Sopranos was the number 2?
Yeah, what's Vince? Mad Men better than The Sopranos? What?
Hey, what are you gonna do?
But you know what's interesting is that Michael Weiner, who's the creator of Mad Men, was also one of the writers on the show.
He was towards the end. The original writers, I was talking to somebody from Boston the other day because I'm going up to Boston to do a movie. And Frank Renzulli, who worked on season 1 and season 2, was one of the original writers with David Chase and Terry Winter. These guys developed the show. And I think that's what's exciting about when I go up there because, I can talk about season 1 and that's season 2. I can talk about season 1 because I was there. I was there to pilot and I was there all season 1. And David created relationship between me and Tony Sirico, Holy Walnuts. And we were friends anyway. So that connected, And then what happened after season 2, the show really blew up, but I wasn't on the show anymore.
But you were, though. It was like
you were still part of it, even though you weren't there. It was kind of a weird thing, Big Puss.
Well, I didn't get paid. I mean, I got paid.
You didn't get paid. True, very true.
I got paid for doing my cameos, which was cool. Sheila Jaffe and Georgianne Walken, they've been always good to me. One of the things we talk about on the Sopranos conversation show, and Sciarippa brings it up, he says, how do you feel after you got whacked? And I said, well, it's like the yin and yang. I was disappointed I was no longer with the show, but the doors opened up for me, and I went to Hollywood.
And that's and what people don't understand is like how many movies you have been.
Yeah, and TV. I mean, right after I got killed from The Sopranos, David Kelly called me personally. Frank Renzulli wrote me in for 3 episodes on The Practice with Michael Badalucca. And then when I was working on The Practice, I got a call from my agent. He said, "You got an appointment tomorrow with Guy Ritchie on Sunset Boulevard." So it was like, what's going on? And I just drove up the driveway, and Guy Ritchie was waiting there, and we had a meeting. And I knew Madonna. I called her Madge. I knew her from years ago. And I walked down the driveway and I said, "I just got a movie. I'm going to London." So it was like just coming in. It was crazy.
That's great.
Yeah.
Vince, you know, it's funny because when you look at other shows, right, The Sopranos, you guys, as the show went on and got bigger and bigger, and especially afterward, and even till now, even with you see in the podcast, you guys, the whole show, everybody just had such great chemistry.
Yeah.
It's very rare that you see a TV show where the stars of that show are still good buddies and still hang out, 20 years after.
That's what makes this show that me and Steven and Michael do. We get up there. Sometimes we go right, we go someplace else. And then I look at the audience and says, "Hold on a second. What did you just ask me?" It's stuff like that. Like Steven likes to bring up this. We can talk about it because marijuana is legal. He likes to bring up the fact that I've been a pothead since 1967. And he says, "Were you smoking pot here?" Yeah. And I said, "Stop with the pot stuff. It's legal now anyway." And we were in Peekskill the other night. And I said, "How many people in the audience smoked a joint today?" And they all said, "I did." I said, "Enough with the pot stuff. It's legal now." But the show is more about that. It's more about how did you audition? What was your favorite episodes? And Michael, he's a sweetheart. I love working with Michael. See, I know Michael since he was a kid.
Yeah.
He used to come into my club in New Rochelle. I had a nightclub.
Where in New Rochelle?
I had a place called the Crazy Horse. Why? You're from New Rochelle, Suki?
We're from the area. Yeah, Westchester.
Oh, well, well, come on. I'm talking about in the 80s.
Well,
you guys weren't around.
She was in middle school.
I was.
No, she was not around. Stop. Will you stop, Scotty? She's a doll.
I love you. I love you, Vincent.
I'm not going to ask you what year you were born. But no, you did not come into my club. Like there was a girl last night when we were playing. We were up in Pleasantville, my band, and she said, "I used to come to your bar when I was a kid." I says, "How old were you? 10?" But Michael talks about how I used to let him in, and he had his brother's proof.
Wow,
that's funny.
That's awesome.
And Michael and because I had live music, and he loved it, and he would come in.
What was your favorite episode? Like when I mean, The Sopranos was just starting to get its sea legs.
Yeah.
But when you were on The Sopranos, what was your favorite episode?
Yeah, well, it's a toss-up between episode 1, season 2, and Funhouse, which was the last episode I was in. Because I keep thinking about Funhouse, but I also look at the work now, because, we go back and look at this stuff now, especially when people ask us questions. I mean, Michael and Steven, they're geniuses about the show. You could ask them why David Chase put a period at the end of his sentence. They know, But I think about the work I did in season 2, episode 1, and it has a lot to do with Jimmy. When David called me up and said, "Vinny, you're the rat, not Joey Bottalucco. You're the rat." And we had this journey to go together. I would be picking up the script each week and wondering if I was going to get killed. And then David says, no. See, that was me and Tony. We were so close together. God bless Tony. And what happens is now you get whacked on the show, and then you become like anything else. Like God bless Burt Young. We lost him the other day. You become immortalized. Big Pussy became immortalized. By David killing me, see, like stuff like that. When David killing me off really made my career. Because the other option is I could have been on the show for 7 years and my character maybe didn't go anywhere.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Unbelievable.
I mean,
such a great show.
I mean,
right?
beyond, and David Chase, beyond genius at that time. Did you think that it was a spoof, like Michael and Shrippo when they first got the script and everybody else? Did you think it was a spoof, or did you know that it was going to be that type of drama that was dark and dystopian and really digging into the whole culture of the mob?
Well, you know, Suki, we talk about this on the show, the conversation show. We were shooting a pilot, and when you shoot a pilot, you don't think it's going to get picked up. A pilot is, you know, HBO paid for the pilot. We shot the pilot. We didn't even shoot it in Kearney. We shot it in Elizabeth, Jersey. We weren't even in Kearney. If you look at the episode 1 and episode 2, it was a different pork store. You know? And what happened, the Satrielli's in Elizabeth, New Jersey was not, and we had to move out because we would get in trouble from the airport, from Newark. So that's why we went to Kearney for episode 2, season 1.
You know, I was reading a little bit about you, Vince, and I didn't realize that after high school you went right into the Navy, huh?
Oh yeah, I was in the Navy. We were just down in Washington with the show, and you know it was great. My granddaughter came; she's 11 years old, and my daughter said, "Maya wants to come." I said, "Well, we curse," and she said, "That's okay." She didn't hear it before, so after the show, she comes up because we let them stay and come backstage. And my granddaughter was so cool. She walked on the stage. She's 11 years old. And my daughter said, "You guys did a little more than curse up there."
That's great. You know, it's funny because Vince Curatola, who played
Johnny Sack,
he lives near me. And every time I'm at Wegmans supermarket, I see him and his wife coming down. You know, they're always there. And I'll go around and come up behind him, and she shops, and he's always on his phone hanging around.
Well, you know what? You should. He's a good acting teacher. You should take his classes. Why, he asked you to take his classes?
No, well, no, he told me about it, but I always come up behind him, and I'm like, so is this what the New York mob boss does on a Saturday? You hang out at Wegmans, huh? And he,
I'm on a break now, but I've been teaching at HB Studios in the Village for about 7 years now. I'm on a little break because what's happening with the writer's strike ending and maybe SAG coming back, we're getting hit with work. Like the other day, it was so cool. I work on the show Gravesend with Tony Darrow and Chaz Palminteri.
Yeah, and my buddy Sid Rosenberg.
Boy, look at this with Alan Arkin, man. We just lost Alan. Look at that's Jerky Boys.
Yeah, the Jerky Boys movie.
Yeah, that was a breakthrough role for me, guys. Tony Danza produced that. Do you know that?
Tony Danza produced Jerky Boys?
And Emilio Estevez. Oh, yes.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
What happened? I swear to God, God bless him. I love Tony so much, Sirico. He said, you know, they offered me that part. I didn't think the pot was big enough for me. I said, okay, just keep turning them down. Yeah, I'll do it.
You know who else wanted to, as a good friend of our show too, and as a good friend of mine, Jeff Marchetti, and he told me to say hello to you.
Jeff is a sweetheart.
So funny.
You know, see, you talk about Jimmy. Jeff was Jimmy's right-hand man.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, when Jimmy went to do the Broadway show, you know, we went a few times, and it was you know, he was up on stage with Jeff Daniels. Gandolfini had a lot of dialogue, and Jeff used to say to me, "He hates the show. He hates the show." I said, "Well, what do you want? You got to go to work 8 days a week with this stuff." You know, because theater. I mean, you know, I knocked off. See, there's another thing. After I got whacked, I'm going to say it. After I got whacked in The Sopranos, I wound up doing Chicago. I played Amos.
Oh, that's right.
You were in Chicago, huh?
With Aida, she played Mama. And then after Chicago, I wound up working with Woody Allen on Bullets Over Broadway. And I created that role with Susan Stroman. So, you know, and then I did an off-Broadway play with David Proval, Richie, you know. And so we work. You know, we work. I just finished working with Maureen Van Zandt and Bobby Finaro. We got a theater company in New York, Stevie's wife, Little Steven's wife, and we just try to keep busy, you know.
I love it. And I love that you guys just all help each other and are there for each other. And I think that's what Scott and I are so attracted to, that like band of brothers, that kind of, and I think Gandolfini kind of set the tone. Would you say?
Jimmy did. Jimmy did. See, Jimmy was a character actor. Crimson Tide. True Romance, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, True Romance.
that crazy movie with Nick Cage, you know, where he played like a porn guy. Jimmy was a working actor. And I met Jimmy in an acting class. We had the same teacher, me, Jimmy, and Aida. This guy's name is Nico Hatos. He was a method teacher. And that's when I met Jimmy. And then when Jimmy was doing movies, I would be on the set a lot of times, either as an extra or a day player. In Night of the City with Andy Garcia and Jimmy, I was a day player. I was a cop. You could see me. I had a couple lines. I get shot. I fall down. I was doing my own stunts. And then all of a sudden, you're sitting at a table and you're reading with Jimmy and with Sirico and Edie and Lorraine and Michael. You know, that was the beginning. Johnny V. And we all had worked together prior to that. Michael and I talk about all these independent movies we were doing. I mean, I was in Basketball Diaries.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's how we started off. Goodfellas, all that
Goodfellas, not only Goodfellas.
What was the
way up? Carlito's Way. I had to work my way up.
I was going to say Carlito's Way.
Hey, Carlito.
Oh, yeah. They used to call me Scotty the Upgrade King because if even on Woody Allen's movie, one time I got thrown off of a Woody Allen set.
For what?
For talking.
I love it. It's Conversations with the Sopranos, and it's a live stage version. November 4th at the Andiamo Celebrity Showroom in Warren, Michigan. November 18th, as Vince said, New Haven College Street Music Hall in the New York area.
Huntington, Long Island, December 10th.
December 10th at the Paramount on Huntington, and also
February
in February
25th.
over in
Oh man, I got the whole list of these shows that you see. I think what's happening is Detroit, New Haven, Huntington, Phoenix, Costa Mesa, Atlantic City, Montclair, New Jersey, York, Pennsylvania, Beverly, Massachusetts. Where's Beverly, Massachusetts?
It's in Beverly.
You know,
no idea. No idea. We have no idea what Beverly, Mass is.
I hear it's like around their Revere. It's north.
Could be.
Could be.
Vince, listen. Before you go, I want to give you.
Now the guy's kicking me off the show. So
no,
he's kicking me off the show.
No, he's got a quiz for you.
I've got a little Sopranos
He's got a quiz.
All right, I'm good for that. What do I win?
Multiple choice. You're going to win a free day pass in Elizabeth.
Isn't there a place in New Haven?
In Beverly, Massachusetts.
Isn't there a place in New Haven called Goodfellas?
Yeah, Goodfellas. Yeah,
in New Jersey also. Used to
Why
be
don't you guys take me to dinner there? Let's go.
All right, so it's going to be multiple choice. I'm going to give.
I'll buy. I know you, Scotty. I know you got no money. I'll buy.
That's the first true thing you said all day, Vince. My seven jobs.
What?
I'm going to give you.
Okay. Let me relax. Relax.
Okay. Take a deep breath. The first question's for Suki. If she doesn't know it, you'll help her out.
Right.
All right.
Well, hold on.
Suki, where's he going? Where's he going?
Where's Vincent going? He's going in the back.
Now all of a sudden he's not frozen.
He's not frozen. No, but he's frozen. Oh, wow.
What the hell is that?
That's my SAG award I got from the Sopranos.
It's a SAG award.
Very nice, Vince.
Incredible. What was it like to win that SAG award?
Season 1, we got the SAG award.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. We won.
What did you think when you won that season 1, that SAG award?
Suki, I was like somewhere else, you know. It was like we all got emotional.
Yeah.
You know, we were all working actors. All of us. You know, one of the hardest working actors that was on The Sopranos was Tony Sirico.
Tony Sirico.
And we talk about it. He had a choice, Scott. He could have been a real guy or be an actor, but he couldn't be both. So he made a choice. And then he started, because he grew up with Woody, he started doing all of Woody's movies, Woody Allen. He grew up with Woody. And he started working, Tony. God bless him.
Yeah, he was great.
God bless him.
We got to go down to the Pine Barrens.
We got to go.
And then Tony and I were going up to Canada to shoot Gotti. And Tony said to me, he was sitting with me, and he said, "This is going to be your breakthrough, playing Angelo." And he was right.
He was right.
Yeah.
He was
And
absolutely
I just wrapped a movie. We just we just won a film festival, me and Armand Asante, called Don Q. I keep working with some of the guys. Federico, I just did a movie with. Danny Grimaldi, Michael Rispoli.
Michael.
We all come together and we wind up doing something. Michael Rispoli's a sweetheart. But we all work together. And me and Steven Van Zandt, you know, we just did a thing with Dick Cavett about a month ago that Stevie produced. It was a spoof with Dick Cavett. Yeah, I was at Dick Cavett's house in Connecticut.
That's awesome.
Dick Cavett.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he was
I love
a trip. We did a video with Dick. So you keep it, and I just did something for London television. Even though there's a strike, there's certain things we could still do. And I'm working on an independent film that my students wrote. You know, I'll go do that. You know.
I love that you support the next generation of kids.
If you need some anchors to appear in a movie, Vince, let us know.
You got to pass it on. Well, what I like about these movies I'm doing, they're all going to show up on cable. Like I got this thing, Birthday Cake, I did with Val Kilmer. It went right to cable. And hey, the other night I watched Servant Sarah and then The Hurricane, 2 in a row. And I said, how vain are you? You're sitting there 77 years old watching yourself on television.
I love it. I love it. All right, well, listen, you're not getting out of this quiz. Are you ready?
Okay, come on.
All right.
Give it to him.
First one's for Suki.
My statue next to me.
First one's for Suki. Suk, what was the name of the meat market the guys would hang out at?
Yeah.
Is it Goomba Meats?
No.
Satriali's? Or Gabagols?
Satriali's.
Satriali's is the right answer. Vince, you ready?
Well, I hope you give me a little harder than that one.
Where in Italy do Tony's ancestors come from? Is it Calabria, Venice, or Avellino?
Oh, I think it's Avellino.
Is that your final answer, sir?
Well, I thought it was Naples. It's not Naples.
Was that part of the choice?
No, it's Avellino.
You going with Avellino?
Well, Avellino is a part of Naples, so I'm going with Avellino.
You are correct, my friend. Sukanya.
Yes.
Tony had 2 sisters.
Yes.
One of their names was Barbara. The other was
Janie,
Janice, or Janine?
Janice.
Janice is the correct answer. You're both 2 for 2. Vince, you could be 2 for 2 here. Vince, what was the name of the retirement community where Tony puts his mother?
Bed and breakfast. I don't know. IHOP.
Is it New Jersey Gardens, Seaside Seas, or Green Grove?
Green Grove.
Suki, don't make me disqualify
you.
It's
Green Grove. He's correct.
Green Grove.
Suki, what's the name of the restaurant?
Did I win that? I'm sorry,
yes,
Scott.
You're right. You're right. We got it.
Okay.
Green Grove.
Okay. All right. You owe me a pizza. Keep going.
Suki, what's the name of the restaurant that Tony and the family eat at in the last episode?
Last episode. Ooh.
Is it Stuckey's, Holston's, or Jersey Burger?
Holston's.
Holston's is the correct answer.
All right, good.
Vince, what was Tony's nickname for Artie when he made fun of his bald head? Is it Manicotti Moron, Prince Rogaine, or Chrome Dome?
I'm just going to go with Prince Rogaine.
Prince Rogaine is the correct answer,
You're right.
my friend. 2 more to go. Suki, what was the FBI's code name for Tony and Carmela's home?
Ooh.
Was it Rigatoni Plaza,
No.
Mortadella Mansion,
No.
or the Sausage Factory?
Sausage Factory.
That is the correct answer, young lady. Vince, you knew that one?
No.
I'm pretty good, right, Vince?
Vince,
I got a question for you guys when I'm done with this question from you.
Okay.
Here's the last one. You ready?
Yeah, then I'm going to hit both of you guys with
It's going to sound great with music on it. Here we go. Ralph Cifaretto drove everybody nuts with quotes from movie scenes. What was the movie that he loved to quote? Was it The Gladiator,
Who's
The
around so
Godfather.
early? Joey Pants?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Joey Pants?
Yep.
Yes.
Was it Gladiator, Godfather, or Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein?
Abbott and Costello.
Godfather.
The Godfather is the right
I would have got that wrong.
Abbott and Costello. What's wrong with you?
Okay, you ready for this, guys?
All right.
What's the question?
Okay, we know that Tony Soprano had a boat called the Stugats.
Yes.
What was the name of the boat that Big Pussy got on and they took him out to the ocean and then they killed him and put him in a plastic bag?
It wasn't the Stugats.
No.
What was it?
Oh, that's a
You
good
got any
one.
multiple choice?
You want me to give you a multiple choice?
Give me multiple choice.
I love you.
The USS Indianapolis.
No.
No.
Moby Dick.
Maybe.
Or no name at all.
Oh, I think no name at all.
Okay, here. You won. You got my SAG award.
Oh, it was
No name at all. A lot of
No name
people
at all.
say Stugats, but he wouldn't use his own boat for that.
Didn't use his
He
own
didn't
boat.
use his own boat.
Right.
Conversations with the Sopranos. You guys got to check it out. Again, it's going to be around here at the Paramount Theater on Long Island.
Also in Connecticut.
Connecticut.
But
the
it goes
Wellmont
everywhere.
Theater.
Maybe you guys have come to the Huntington show.
We should
Huntington.
go.
Well, you're close.
Yeah,
to-
that's December. That's a Sunday afternoon show.
That's December 10th. Also February 25th in Montclair. That might be the better one for me.
Montclair,
Well,
New Jersey.
Montclair, for some reason, is selling out real fast.
Is it really?
New Jersey.
Well,
That's
I know
it.
you, so we'll hook you. You hook us up.
Of course.
Vince, thank you so much, my friend. Vince Pastore. Vince, keep doing what you're doing, buddy. We love you, pal.
Thank you. Yes, now I will go see my chiropractor. Peace
Go ahead.
out.
Go get adjusted. We love
Get a
you.
little
buddy.
heat treatment. Yeah, I mean, I can't twist and shout no more. I'm getting too old. I'll see you later. Bye,
All right, we
Suki.
love it.
man.
We love
Please,
it.
let me ask you something. You like working with this guy? Because I used to have my own show. You know?
I love it. I love working with him. You know, it's nice being in trouble.
You don't want to do Suki and Pussy, do you?
I wanted Suki and Pussy. I like Suki and
The
Pussy.
Suki and
That's
Pussy show. You want to do that?
good. It does.
That's not
Su-
bad.
How about this, Vince? How about this? Suki, Pussy, and Scott in the
that's-
morning.
that sounds
Scott,
good.
Suki, and Pussy in the morning.
Well, it depends who gets top billing. We'll talk about it.
All right, Vince, don't forget to listen to me on 1010 Wins every day, too, bud.
Oh, you're on when? In the morning?
I'm on in the morning now, every morning.
When? What time? I'll listen to it in the car when I go to my chiropractor.
No, well, I'm not on now, but I'm on at 5 from 5:30 to 10.
Oh, at night. What do you?
No,
you
in the
take-
morning.
In the morning. He's up in the morning.
Who the hell's up at 5 o'clock in the morning? What are you?
You are.
I get up at 1:30.
Good for you. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Yeah, what a character. It's so funny.
The funniest part was we were having issues with the connection, right? And
it's
we're just
so-
going to explain it.
yeah, yeah.
He goes like this. He goes, I got one more computer. And we said, well, why don't you try this? He goes, I'm going to tell you right now, I got one more computer. Whatever happens, happens. That's it.
I don't even know if any of that's usable. But it was funny. Yeah, he was freezing up. He says, I'm going to change computers. If it doesn't work, I don't know what to tell you.
You know, I teach you out of here. I'm telling you.
Oh, my God. According to him, it works fine all the time. Anyway,
So,
we'll cover it with B-roll soon. It'll
B-roll,
be great.
B-roll.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to
Because
continue.
it was a great
on.
interview.
He was very good. Sapphire Howell's coming up in just a second. She is the host, co-host, I should say, of Heartbreakers. And it's a real fun show. It's about relationships, sex, dating, everything Suki and I don't do anymore.
Cherry Hetrick has a lot to talk about with
I know
this.
our audience has a lot of questions.
Audience.
And anyway, yeah, so she's coming back in just a sec, but we'll be back after we do a little business with the good folks from My Pillow. Take a look.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0. When I invented My Pillow, it had everything you'd ever want in a pillow. Well, now there's new technology that makes it even better. My Pillow 2.0 has my patented fill combined with a cooling fabric with temperature regulating thread. My Pillow 2.0 is truly the next generation of My Pillow.
The best sleep just got even better. Whether you have a MyPillow or not, you need to get the brand new MyPillow 2.0. Call or go to MyPillow.com now. Use your promo code, and for a limited time when you buy one, you'll get a second one absolutely free.
You're sleeping even better.
And cooler, too.
And you're looking good.
Feeling good.
I knew you would.
Visit mypillow.com.
Good luck.
Hanging pictures used to be a painful experience. They end up crooked, and there's holes all over your walls. Introducing Hang Hero, the patented picture hanging tool. Look, just measure and push. Hang Hero's perfectly placed nails make hanging pictures fast and easy. Drop the nails into the magnetic cylinder. Our adjustable handle instantly measures your picture. Place it on the wall, adjust the level, and push to pop the nails into place. Nails are at the perfect depth and angle every time. It used to take multiple people to hang pictures in the past. Not anymore. Just load the nail into the magnetic cylinder so they don't fall out. Next, slide the handle for the perfect width. No measuring tape. Place it right where you want it. Straighten with the built-in leveler and give it a push for perfectly level pictures in seconds with Hang Hero. We time-lapse this side by side. On the left, she's still measuring, but with Hang Hero, she's done in under 20 seconds. Hang Hero makes hanging pictures by yourself fast, easy, and flawless every time. And it holds up to a whopping 10 pounds. There's more. Slide off the adjustable handle for single projects that need just one nail. Hang anything in seconds with Hang Hero. Just pop and hang every time.
Hang it here, hang it there, hang it anywhere. Hang it like a pro with Hang Hero.
HangHero.com.
Hang it here,
hang it there, hang it
anywhere.
Hang it like a pro.
Hang it like a pro.
With
It's
HangHero.com.
hanghero.com.
I feel like you could. We should do these songs more
What?
often, like
What?
these
The
jingles.
The jingles?
Yeah.
That we should just sing them with
Yeah.
our great voices?
Why not?
Oh, I want to dance with somebody. The #1 song ever, Sook, a pop song by Billboard Magazine.
I kind of have to agree. I mean, Whitney Houston is.
I want to feel
a
the
queen
heat with somebody.
There's so many songs. I actually had my daughter listen to like all of Whitney Houston because she was like, "Who's this?" I was like, "It's Whitney Houston."
And
Stop.
I think I was about to hit that note, Sue. Anyway, listen. Speaking of Feel the Heat, you guys ever see Heartbreakers, the podcast? We got Sapphire Howell coming up in just a second. But Jeff, I just want to restart it and give me the intro to the show in 3, 2, and 1.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical. It's magical.
Suki and Scott, that's 7 of Hearts. Exactly.
What she said.
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
I answered you because I have respect for you guys, and it was a question respectfully put.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor,
You like De Niro and Cape Fear. Counselor!
entertainment,
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
and optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Ultraviolet light, it gets in there and it just fights the kung flu, is that right? Okay.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
That's the best intro for a show I maybe have ever seen. Your intro is fantastic.
Suki, no matter what we do, no matter where we go, that clip from Eric Roberts will follow us wherever we go.
I mean, so many good things have been told. I keep on saying, Scott, like, we need to get that in the promo. We need to do this. We need to do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our 460th show, maybe?
I was going to say 60.
Could be in the 460. We've had, you multiply that by 2, we've had over 900 guests on this show.
Yeah.
Actors, comedians, models, singers, the whole deal.
Celebrities on all walk, in pretty
amazing.
much in every level, right? At every level.
Oh my God!
The new celebrities, the people that are up and coming, to some of the people that we grew up with, that we fell in love with, and that current celebrities who are also doing projects that want to be on the show.
Yes, and our next guest is taking the world by storm. Sapphire Howell. She's got a podcast out called Heartbreakers with her co-host James, who's very funny, by the way. And it's a unique take on sex and love and relationships. She's a former Playboy model, which, you know, that sits well with me, Suk.
I know
I'm
it
good
does.
With that. And she's done very well in life so far. She's got an OnlyFans page, Suk, which, as we were saying,
Maybe she can explain to me what OnlyFans is, because
I
I don't
we
get
got to
it.
just take pictures of your feet and throw them up on OnlyFans.
I don't know what
people subscribe to watch things with you, or to you.
What you do?
You're subscribed. There are some people who show you exclusively how to make stuff. There's some people who just beautiful women will have bikini pictures of themselves.
Oh, okay.
And thousands of people sign up, whether it's $1 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month.
Okay. And that's how you make your money.
That's how you make your money. So
I know.
It depends.
Because it's true, because you're posting for free, right? And you're like, you know.
So it depends on what you're doing, and the interest in you is how you make the money. And I think we've got $1 million idea in those feet of yours.
That arch. There's nothing like that arch.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sapphire Howell coming up. Here's a little taste of her on Heartbreakers, and then we'll bring her in on the other side. Take a look.
I lived in New York for just a few years, and I think that dating there is harder just because it's harder to get out. You know what I mean? Like,
in the winter, you're not going to go outside.
I mean, Elsa is like, you're her idol, basically.
Oh, really?
So thank you.
Because I watched your show. I mean, I was younger, but like, it was maybe like I was in middle school or so.
Yeah.
And I just remember, obviously, like, who doesn't want to date a millionaire? So it like
big aspirations of shaking one down.
Really put me on for like dating rich. Like,
There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Sapphire, turn your phone around. Is that on your phone?
yeah, is it
Turn it sideways.
Yeah.
sideways? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you need to fill the
Okay.
screen. Oops, the other way.
Shit.
Oh,
Wait,
don't
why
worry
is
about
it doing
Keep
that?
going.
Should I wait? Hold on. Let me turn it off the thing.
Oh yeah,
On
you
the-
got to unlock your
Unlike your phone.
landscape.
Yeah.
There we go. Wait.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Yay.
Is it
Now
better?
we're
Oh, why are you side? There you
Oh,
go.
you go.
Is that better?
Yeah,
Yes,
except
and
for
now
Let
we
me squish it back.
in
gotta
the
get
middle.
you in the
Yeah.
shot.
No, don't worry about it.
Let me. Oh God.
No, take
How
your time.
about
It's okay.
that?
Don't worry about it.
She'll never be in the
Set up your
show.
shot. Yeah. We're going to edit it out. Don't worry.
Oh, please edit it out. Okay, let me see.
Set it up the way you feel.
Raise it up so we could see your head.
I know, right? Let me prop it up.
It's the beauty of editing.
Let me use this candle. There we go. Kind of, right? Is that
there you
better?
go. There she is, Sue.
Yes, that's perfect.
All right, watch
All right,
this.
do it
Ready?
again.
Ready? Watch. Ready? There she is, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, guys.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you, Sapphire. How are you doing?
I'm really good. How are you?
Good. Perfect.
We're
Perfect.
great. We're great. Listen, let's talk about this podcast because you haven't even been doing that long. I know you're getting a couple of million downloads, and you got a whole business going on. And I want to start with what was it about let's just go sex, relationships, and dating that made you want to do a podcast and talk about it with different guests every week?
You know what it was is I actually started with a Twitter space where actually fans just started asking me questions and I just started answering them. And then I started doing Twitter spaces with me and James where I was like, we should help these people. So then we turned it into a podcast and made a hotline for people to write into. And,
Wow.
we try to We really try to make sex not so nasty and not such a shameful thing, because there really are questions that people are curious about that they're embarrassed to ask. That they sometimes won't even ask like a medical provider or something like that. And I try to give like a very, unbiased opinion. And I've been in every kind of relationship too. I've dated women, I've been in a throuple, I've been married a bunch of times. So I try to really give good advice, and James is gay, so he tries to give, advice from that standpoint.
Wait, come back for a second. A throuple?
Yeah, I was.
That's three people.
Yeah.
Now, who, like,
Suki and I have been in a quadruple. We don't like to talk.
Oh, yeah?
But wait. So did you bring two people in, or what's a throuple? When two people, like a couple brings another person in, or three people mutually come in
at the same time?
At the same time.
So for me, I was the girlfriend. It was a married couple, and then I was like their add-on, if you want to say it like that. And I was like the girlfriend. All right. Yeah, and it didn't last very long. I wasn't like, it wasn't for me.
Filling.
Yeah, it wasn't emotionally fulfilling, and then it just, there was too much drama all the time. It's hard when you're trying to deal with everybody's feelings. So I was like, okay, I tried this, and clearly this is not for me.
No, yeah.
Suki, I want to be an add-on. Can I be an add-on?
No, you can somewhere, I'm sure, but not here. You know what's so funny is that I think that there's so many things that are happening with, especially young kids, right? Sex, love, and relationships. There's so much out there that you're right. They get access to it, and it's so unfiltered now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how do they know the nuances? Because relationship and love is so nuanced, right? You have to be able to be in that moment of really sharing with somebody. And nowadays it feels like so many people are so, closed off in when it comes to even just being in relationships, like it's hard. People just want to the hookup culture, right? Is still so prevalent. What I'm curious about is, what are you hearing from kids today? What is like their biggest challenges when it comes to dating?
You know what it is, actually, recently, people who are younger are waiting longer to have sex. A lot of our questions are about people waiting to have sex and when they should do it. Even like a couple weeks ago, we had someone around 24 that was like, I haven't lost my virginity yet.
Wow.
And so I think people are actually, I feel like also we're not going out as much like we used to. So I really do feel like it's harder for people to find connections. And it's even harder online, right? Because they say if you keep chatting with somebody for more than a couple of months, then you put in your brain what you think that person is going to be like, and then it ruins it for how they actually are.
Wow, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Kids don't really go out the way we used to, because we used to go out all the time. Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday. I mean, Wednesday, like the whistle. We used to have like the 5 o'clock whistle. I know you know nothing about this. But jobs used to be over and everybody went out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, hung out.
That's how you met people.
That's how you met people, right? Yeah.
You would meet at a club, or you would meet at
a dinner,
whatever.
Or whatever. And clubs aren't really much of a thing for my generation either. Like, people really stopped going to clubs.
Right. Like girlfriends will go to a club to hang out with each other, not to meet guys.
Oh, yeah. Because I'm sure your daughters are also dealing with those challenges too.
Yeah. They go out and then they go out with their friends and the guys they know. So nobody's really meeting like new people at the clubs. Sapphire, you were at Playboy for a little while. How did that come about? And did you have a good experience with the magazine?
I did. My best friend of like all time for like 7 years actually got employed by them like 4 years ago. So that really was my in. And then I worked with them multiple times. Like, I even worked with them again in a couple of weeks. And I really like the company. They back me in a lot of different ways. They're very supportive. I go out to lunch with all of them. I go to all their like birthday parties. So I'm very friendly with Playboy. I really like the company. They've always been so good to me.
Those pictures were very artistic. Those pictures, those shots.
Those are like from 6 years ago.
Are they really? I was like, wow, they're like throwback pictures.
So the actual Playboy shots,
I know you can't show them. You can't show them.
Yeah.
But you know what's so interesting is also, when you're talking about sex, love, dating, and relationships, what do you feel that you bring to the conversation? You and James Maz, right? That's your co-anchor, right?
Yeah, I feel like I really do bring a unbiased opinion where I'm like, they can ask me anything and I will answer it no matter how disgusting it is. And I really do feel like I've been through everything. I've been through every type of relationship. And I feel like I've also worked through all of those things. So I do feel like I can give an opinion, right? It's not, we always say where I'm not, I am I'm not a professional,
it's your opinion.
Yeah, it is my opinion, and I really do try to give a comforting opinion, which is very different from a lot of people who have these podcasts. It's always like, listen to what I'm saying. This is how it should be.
Yeah.
And I try to give multiple,
scenarios.
Yeah, for people to really and it's all about what is comfortable for people and what gives them the most peace.
Yeah.
In every situation.
In your podcast, who has been your favorite interview so far?
Definitely Patty Stanger.
What is Patty dating anybody now?
Probably
Millionaire
not.
Matchmaker.
Yeah, she was just on the intro.
Yeah.
Probably not.
No.
I think sometimes people do better at matchmaking than actually dating.
Is she trying to match you up?
She actually did send me somebody, and then they never called. They never called or texted. And you know what? I was a little scared too. So I was like,
I saw a clip of you, I think, where you said that you used to like dating older men, and then you were like, nah, I'm done with dating older men.
I'm not necessarily done with it. It's just I did open up the doors to guys my age, which I didn't do before. And, it's hard it's just such a huge difference, right? I like the older men because of the maturity and then, just a completely different lifestyle. And I went through a stage where I was like, I kind of want to go out because I was married to such old men for so long. I wanted to date young and party and have a great time. And now I'm done with that also.
Yeah. Now you're in the real finding yourself stage, right? Like, what is it that
Absolutely.
you want? Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's true. It's true. Like, you go through situations where you're just like, you know what? I just want to be my age.
Yeah.
I want to have fun.
And I was reading an article about you, and you had said how you came from a very religious Christian home when you were younger, and your childhood struggles. This is a quote. Your childhood struggles gave you the drive to find fame and amass fortune. So what were those? You don't have to go through the whole thing. Well, what were some of the struggles you had as a kid?
My father is an alcoholic, and he did leave my family when I was 7, and he was never there. He gave us $130 a month for 3 children, and my mother was on her own with not much help. So by the time I could get a job at 14, I really did. I got one at a grocery store, and I worked every day at school, after school, and it was just extremely exhausting for me. So then I went into stripping, and that helped me a lot financially. And I just, we struggled in poverty. We really did. And, that's why, and then there's a lot of people like that. That's why I try to really openly talk about how I was able to really level up my life and have such a comfortable life with actually no education too.
Right. Yeah. What is it? It's just that fighter in you, I guess. You're just like, I'm going to fight to get what I need and what I deserve.
No, I was going to say, so I know you have your OnlyFans account. So if somebody signs up and they're a subscriber, because Suki and I, what
I don't know what the heck OnlyFans is. I've been living under a rock.
Is it just glamour shots of you? Are there nude shots like Playboy stuff? What do people get if they sign up for your OnlyFans page?
What they really like is the intimate conversations. I spend a lot of time chatting with the fans all day long, and they really subscribe to get to know you. And I do fully nude. So they do buy nude stuff. But what really works for OnlyFans is those mass messages that you can send all your subscribers to unlock certain content. And that's really how you make all your money. And I heard Suki, you have nice feet.
She got nice feet.
When we were on local TV, there used to be people who would be like, oh my God, can you just take your shoes off? Because, back in the early
Sapphire, you're out in LA.
Yeah.
We were on the sister station of KTLA here in New York. Suki and I were the 2 morning hosts, and there was this one guy who was like, what they call him, the shoe
dangler.
So the guy was like, he freaked out over pictures of just women would they dangle.
The arch, you had to have a certain arch. Barbie feet.
In the commercial, Suki would show me the guy's messages on Twitter or Instagram. And she's like, this guy wants me to send a picture of my feet.
There was a lot of people who'd be like, I love your shoes today. Send a picture of your shoes with your stockings, or like,
so we would send back a picture of my feet. You know, it was great.
You gotta do it. It's the top, like foot fetish is one of the top fetishes. And there's actually Feet Finder where you just upload your feet, and that one's just as profitable as OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So it's strictly feet. If you have nice feet, that is such like a privilege to have, because most people have really ugly feet.
Yeah.
They really do. Like, people's feet are disgusting. You have ugly feet, Scott?
No, I'm laughing. No, I actually have very nice.
He's got very nice feet.
Lies. No, you don't. No man has nice feet.
I've got. Don't make me take my sneaks. I got very soft, pretty feet.
Soft.
But Suk, if you get even if you got 1,000 subscribers at $5 each, it's $5,000 a month.
I know, it's crazy.
Just
It's crazy.
Pop some shots.
Just pop some shots.
Listen, after we're done, I'll take a few shots. I'll run it for you.
It's so crazy.
You can squish stuff with your feet, like, step on stuff. And...
What is that? ASMR or whatever the heck that is.
Yeah.
My daughter's always like
Asthma. The podcast is called Heartbreakers. Sapphire, where can people find it?
Everywhere that you can find a podcast, on iTunes, YouTube, literally anywhere you could stream a podcast.
That's great. Beautiful. I just really love a success story. Somebody who turned, their life and just took control of what they wanted to do and is on the other side of it. And the fact that you've got this great podcast, really just talking to, people who need relationship advice, but the real deal, kind of streamlining it, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Before we go, what was one of the craziest questions you ever got? Do you remember?
I mean, a lot of them can be a lot, but one of the craziest ones was, how do I make my pussy lips? Or I probably shouldn't. I don't know. Can I say pussy lips? Or
I don't know if you can say that.
I'll let it that right now.
Sorry.
We did have Big Pussy was on.
Big Pussy. Vincent Pastore, the actor from The Sopranos, was on. So, it couldn't be, we could, I don't know.
Go ahead, keep going.
So, vagina lips, she was like, how do I make them look prettier? And she was very insecure about it. And, and that's actually, I realized how common that really is.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Is it supposed to look like a photo?
I don't know. And nobody looks good down there. It's all ugly, right? Everybody's part is ugly. So that's what I was like. Everybody's ugly. It's not supposed to look pretty.
That's why they call it bumping ugly, Sue.
Yeah, but is that what it's called? Bumping ugly?
They call
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just close my eyes and just do it.
Do you remember in the movie?
You close your eyes?
Close my eyes and go down.
In the movie Tango and Cash with Sylvester Stallone and who's the guy with Goldie Hawn?
Kurt Russell.
Remember, he says to Kurt Russell, Sylvester, he says, you bumping uglies with my sister.
Oh, God.
That must be an older term.
Yeah, it is.
Never heard that.
Old term.
Sapphire,
we're the olden days right here.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Heartbreakers is the podcast. This will event. Well, I'll edit that out, but it'll go to USA Today Network, and we'll get a lot of folks. Not that you listen. I know you get some great downloads on that thing. And how long have you been doing it?
We just restarted it, made a new season in July, but we've been doing it for a good year. It was just super amateur before.
Beautiful. Yeah, no, you have a great
the background and everything.
Yeah,
the set.
Looks
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Thank you so much for coming on, and tell James he's next whenever he wants to come on.
I will.
And again, it's called Heartbreakers, and you could get it wherever your podcasts are downloaded. You got to check it out. It's a lot of fun. And as you could hear, you'll hear some very interesting advice and questions being asked.
It's really kind of like, what do we say? Peeling the curtains back?
You peel those curtains back, Soup. No pun intended. And that's how you make it prettier, my friend. Sapphire, thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Goodbye, Sapphire.
Bye.
Good luck. Take care. Bye. That was funny. We were all like, oh.
Hello.
It's so funny when she's like, "Is that an olden movie?" Yes, it's an older movie. Yeah. It's old. We're old.
We're getting old.
We're old.
Tango and Cash. You remember that?
I remember Tango and Cash. By the way, we need to have Stallone or anybody in the family on because I love their whole family show.
That's reality show.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, another great show today. We have another one coming up, so we're going to turn this over and change the batteries on everything. And
should we end the show nicely?
How do you want to end it?
I don't know. Be like, all right. Oh, that was a great interview with Sapphire, wasn't it?
That was a great interview.
Should thank everybody for watching.
I don't even have a Philly kid up here. You know what we'll do? We'll leave you with one of these deals. A little of this.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0. When I invented My Pillow, it had everything you'd ever want in a pillow. Well, now there's new technology that makes it even better. My Pillow 2.0 has my patented